not left, you're not right. Yes.
I haven't seen Craig in one of these in a while.
I know. Said they're too long.
What's that?
He said they're too long.
Is that what he said?
Hey, Greg. Good.
My car outside.
What's that?
I saw your car outside.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's my wife's.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
My wife was going to come, and then I said, well, it's an executive session. She goes, oh, I'm not coming.
Yeah. She goes, you're going to be short?
I don't know.
I said, I don't know. You got executive session.
My grandson, he's 8. He loves watching these online.
Oh, yeah.
So I always get critiqued on how I'm dressed, what I said.
He's 8.
He's tough.
What did we sign? I didn't even
Those are
bother
for
looking at it.
the volunteers for the Bayfest, the group.
Okay. They deserve it.
It's pretty busy over there. I thought
Oh, my
as
God.
cold
It
as
was more people than I ever saw.
I thought so too. And it was cold.
Yep.
Now he comes trouble.
I thought they did a great job.
Yeah.
There's more vendors, more food.
I was walking one of the streets for them early in the morning, getting people parked. That was fun. Met a lot of nice people.
You look nice. Look at your hair. Looks so nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I had a good time. And then they had the beer garden back open.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I didn't go over there, but
It wasn't crowded in the morning,
no.
but it got busy in the afternoon.
I got a jump start on me. You can hear earlier this week, I guess. Sounds good. Thanks, Luce. Hey, Joe. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Good, man. We're doing. Huh? We're doing. Having a lot of fun, man. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get this shot right. There you go. I didn't see Howard.
No.
Where's she here? All right, Lucy, get him moving.
You don't hit by 5 after I'm leaving.
Yeah. Greg. I always want to call him Craig rather than Greg. I don't know why.
I know.
He looks like a Craig more than a Greg to me. I don't know why that is, but
Where I saw him, where did I see him? Oh, the dentist office.
oh really?
He came in.
That's a great place to see people.
Yeah.
We have a bigger turnout than this. With the boat fee, I thought we had a bigger turnout with the boat fees and all that stuff.
Mm.
We're live, you know.
I hope it works again. Why is the street blocked off, do you know?
They're doing construction across from the yacht place. They put in You're talking about on Bank?
Yeah.
Yeah, they put in a walkway there, so they dug in, and they haven't laid the bricks in there. So it goes like, it's concrete, but it's down about that far until they lay the crosswalk in. So they probably will do that tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, there it comes.
I drove down, I flew down Saturday and drive my wife home.
Oh, wow. Howard? That's a trip. Hey, Howard.
Howard,
I got these cup holders. But yeah, that's a trip.
How you doing, everybody? All right?
Good, good. Take 2 days?
I took 3 this time. You know why? Because we were going to leave Monday morning and do Monday and
I
Tuesday.
think that this person
But then I looked at the weather and it
is
said,
already,
all up and down the East Coast, Monday and Tuesday rain. So I figured I'm going to not try to push it
Right.
during the rain.
Yeah.
I'm going to get out of Florida on Sunday.
Okay.
So we left around noon on Sunday, got out of Florida and stopped. And then it ended up not raining either day.
Yeah, it was nice, actually.
Yeah.
Yesterday it was beautiful.
I can't.
Today, on the other hand,
She would still do.
what do we do when we're missing mayor?
We just came out of a meeting.
Liability. Yes, and
They should be here unless they got caught up with, well, Tom's back there, so you could get,
Oh, you could do that now.
it could be, meeting could start, here they come.
Paid by the word.
I did say in 1 minute the game time.
There you go.
That's when I left.
Good job. Kept them moving.
here, so much of this just go to safety. But, I mean, there's pros and cons. That's it. Then Brown.
They were very happy.
Good shot, you know. You're welcome.
Mr. Smith, how are you? Good.
Yeah, they were. I don't couldn't find either. So I just need your signature.
What's that, Mayor? How you doing, all right?
Yeah, they had an overflow.
Okay, I didn't see that. Hands already cramped.
Oh, great, thanks.
Sorry about that. This meeting is called to order. Would everyone please rise for the flag salute? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May I have a roll call, please?
Councilmember Havercorn,
Present.
Councilmember Owen,
Here.
Councilmember DePantelis,
Here.
Councilmember McCary,
Here.
Councilmember McGuigan,
Here.
Councilmember Dill,
Here.
Council President Johnston.
Here. Also with us tonight is Mayor Tapp, Administrator Frost, City Clerk Samuelson, City Solicitor Smith, and City Engineer Snyder. Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided. The agenda for this meeting is posted in City Hall and on the city's website, summerspointgov.org. Okay, welcome everyone. We're going to start tonight with a special presentation. We have prospective Eagle Scout Matthew Barnaby regarding a special project for the benefit of the community. Who's going to...
Hello, everybody. My name is Matthew Barnaby. I'm going to be doing an Eagle Scout project around the city streets. I'm going to be painting Maltese crosses for the fire company. What my Eagle Scout project is going to be is to help the fire company and so they can locate these fire hydrants to paint these Maltese crosses. I'm going to be painting them so it's easier to see, so they can spot the fire hydrants in time, so it helps them spot the fire hydrants so they can go connect their hose and go help the houses not burn down. I've talked to Mr. Sweeney about this. He says it was okay. Yeah, he said he would talk to me. Talked to Mr. McGuigan about this. Really,
what you're describing is the multi-crosses are going to be painted in the street?
Yes, sir.
How far from the fire hydrant?
2 feet.
2 feet outside of the curb?
Yeah.
What color are they?
Yellow.
Mr. Snyder here is our city engineer. Do you see any problem with that?
No, and I did check with the manual and uniform traffic control devices, and it's not regulated under that because it's not a traffic control device, but it is permitted as a way for to assist firefighters.
Okay, so with the bright yellow thing, that the firefighters will be able to locate the hydrant that much quicker?
Yeah.
And get into service that much quicker?
Years ago, if I may, people had them painted around town. You may recall that with your white hair. I don't know if there's any of them anymore last around town.
You're confusing my white hair with your white hair.
So this will be every fire hydrant in town?
Just the city streets, not like Route 9 or
Not
any
the
main.
county or the state roads? But,
Yeah.
I live on a county road. I don't mind.
Do you have an idea? I know that I'm sure the fire department, at least my conversations with the chief, is they have some sort of inventory. Do you know what that number is, roughly?
Like gallons of, like...
No, the number.
No,
Fire hydrants.
no.
I mean, is it 200, 300?
I need a map. Mr. Sweeney's probably gonna show me and like how many, but I don't know yet.
Do we have a timetable and how long you expect this to take?
Right. Like, it's gonna be done in August, so once my project starts, probably 1 to 2 days.
No.
Oh, what do you...
That's not write a check you can't keep. Let's say it's at least 2 to 3 weeks. I mean, honestly, let's just say how many fire hydrants could you get in a day? Let's say you get 10. Let's say you get 20 a day. If that's at least 10 days, there's got to be at least, I don't know, 200 fire hydrants in town or more. You got any idea, Mr. Snyder?
I have no idea.
I would be guessed, but please don't say 1 or 2 days. Then the solicitor will,
It could be even 500.
How will you do it? Do you have a stencil to do it with?
Yeah,
They're all
yeah.
exactly the same
Yeah.
size, and you'll spray paint?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Mr.
Yes,
Clark?
I think that by using a stencil, I think he could do more.
Yeah, it'll go pretty fast.
It'll go pretty fast.
It's not painting it with
I
a,
would think, but, the only comment I have is, I think it's a great project, and I fully support it, and thank you for your efforts.
Will you be doing this by yourself?
No, whole troop.
The whole troop? All right. Will Mr. McGuigan be carrying the paint can to help you?
He wants to.
I think you should enlist him to help you with the paint can. It's a good idea.
There you go.
Let's make sure that there's like traffic, because while you're bending down, somebody's watching the traffic.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all.
yeah.
It's, you know.
Mr. Owen, any comments?
It'd be like a yellow reflective paint, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I also
Car lights
I have a
hit the
number of
wheels.
vests I could donate for.
Even
Thank you for
better,
that.
even better, safety first, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that should definitely.
Thanks to our city engineer.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a worthwhile Eagle Scout project, any way that we're able to help the fire department and our public service, people. That's a great project.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Mr. Havercorn?
Thank you very much for stepping up and doing it. It's a great endeavor. I'm looking forward to when it's completed and seeing the outcome. Thank you.
Councilman DePamphlis?
It's a very worthwhile project. Just don't paint any cars. Don't do it on a windy day, right? Yeah.
We'll have to do that since it's on the city.
Tom, do we need a resolution for this? For him to
Okay.
do it on the city streets? No?
But if we're all on an agreement, I think you have some paperwork to be signed.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe Mr.
I agree also. Thank you very much. Sounds like a great project.
Yes, it does.
I think you have to, why have to do that? All right, so just,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want to take the council's valuable time. I can explain to you later if you want to. You can't start the project until it gets that set. Sure.
And it just needs to be Mr. Frost that signs it.
Whoever is you're designating as your point of contact. It's called, the person's called the beneficiary. They're the ones that are benefiting from the project.
Mr. Frost, very good at that.
Is your delegate, that's fine.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, we'll move on to communications. Anyone have any communications to offer? Hearing none? Mr. Mayor?
Welcome you already. I just have a few things. We had Bay Fest a couple weeks ago, and it turned out great. We'll have a resolution, so I won't touch on that, but it was a great event. It worked out very well. May 27th, we have our Memorial Day parade and service. If anyone is looking to take part in that, if we know of any groups, maybe the Boy Scouts would want to take part in that, there's a phone number, 609-833-5428, and talk to Doug Shallcross to be able to get into the parade. So it might not be a bad idea. It's a Memorial Day parade. So, the PAL's got a blood drive. It's still a little bit away. It's June 28th, but I know that the American Red Cross is always calling us. Right there, Council President? June 28th, and I'll be pushing that information out there. It'll be at the Youth Center from 10 to 3. Citywide yard sale is this May 18th and 19th. And once again, to get more information, contact Doug Shallcross at 609-833-5428. And then lastly, and I invite anyone else to jump in on this also, but I want to thank our police. We've had a couple tough days. We had a water rescue off of 52 that, in my opinion, saved someone's life. And there was a horrific accident yesterday, just going into EHT from on Ocean Heights. It was absolutely horrendous. I just hope that the girl's okay. We were first responders there, and I know that the police did everything they can, and I think that from what I hear, she'll make a recovery, but it was a horrendous accident. And I just, you can't thank them enough. You know, you see these guys, you talk to them every day, everyone, their friends, their buddies, but I'll tell you what, when there's tragedy or something there, you know, they jump right into it. They jump in and they take care and they handle the situation, and I can't thank them enough.
And I would just like to add that it also, both these rescues involved the fire departments also.
Yes.
Okay, we had to arrange for a airlift, helicopter airlift from our football field, and of course the fire department had to be called in as a precautionary measure. And it's a mutual aid thing. We had the water rescue also involved Egg Harbor Township, and we were first on the scene at the accident on Ocean Heights Avenue because of mutual aid. We were closer than any Egg Harbor Township police vehicle. And there was an article on Facebook. A resident of, I believe, Egg Harbor Township was at the scene and commended our police department and Egg Harbor Township and the rescue squad for the coordinated effort that took place. And I just wanted to add that it was an effort between police, fire, Egg Harbor Township, and Summers Point in both situations.
I'd like to thank our police and firefighters. You know, you come on something like that, you know, horrific sight, and they keep their composure and are able to be very professional to take care of the scene. So I'd just like to say thank you.
And that ends the mayor's report.
Thank you very much. Mr. Snyder?
I just wanted to report that the final paving for the Colic-Devon Nextern Road project was completed last week, so now the contractor's just completing punch list items, but the final paving is done, and I appreciate everybody that lives there, their cooperation and patience for that project. We had a lot of rainy days, so it dragged on.
Yeah. Thank you. Mr. Smith, you good?
You're gonna have a baseball bat with you by any chance, do
He said it all.
you? No, of course not.
Okay, we'll move on to committee reports. Does anyone have any committee reports to?
Madam President, I have a couple I'd like to share.
Yes, please.
EDAC met on Monday. They dedicated that meeting to identifying economic development projects to comply with President Johnson's request for information as it relates to possible projects that could be within the master plan redevelopment reexamination. Environmental and Green Team executed planting of 6 trees over by the senior center property, and that's in addition to 2 other trees that were planted last year. One was planted, as I understand, by the garden club, and the other one by the city, so that brings a total of 8 trees around the playground over there, so it'll be neat to watch through the years as they grow and provide a nice canopy. And the garden club, you know, this group has a lot of volunteers that do a lot of beautification here in the city, and I hope I've captured all the upcoming projects that they have plantings at the mansion. They're doing the library plantings of the beds, Kennedy Park's butterfly garden, and the 4 corners. They also have a garden tour that's coming up on June 22nd. That's going to go from 10 until 3. You should be looking for information on Facebook that, you know, if you'd like to participate in that. That's all.
Thank you. Mr. Allen?
Yeah, Madam President, Arts Commission, of course, they're doing a great job. Come June, they're going to have a water coloring at the Summers Point Community Center / Senior Community Center, starting June 1st, 8th, 15th, and 29th. They're all Saturdays from 10 to noon. It's a flat rate of $50. And basically, it breaks down to $12.50 per class, non-refundable. First come, first serve, up to 15 people to be registered. Also, to piggyback off of Charles Habicorn, June 22nd, 10 to 3 at the Summers Point Senior / Community Center, during the Garden Club tour, everyone's more than welcome to stop inside the building, because there will be arts display from our third graders at Dawes Avenue School. And I want to put in a special shout out to Jenny Swift, because she's our teacher over there, and she's doing real well, bringing this all to fruition. 10 to 3, June 22nd.
Okay, thank you. Any other committee reports? Very good. Okay, thank you. Could I have a motion to approve the minutes from the regular meeting from April 25th, 2024, and executive session meeting minutes from September 28th, 2023, approved as to content only?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The minutes are approved. What number is that again?
129.
In the interest of everyone's time, I'm just going to move the agenda around a little bit. I'd like to open up for public comment on resolution number 129. Could I have a motion to open up for public comment on resolution number 129?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're now open for public comment on resolution 129. Could I have a motion to close?
Motion to close.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're now closed for public comment. Could I please have a reading of number 129, please?
Resolution number 129 of 2024, saluting the efforts of the 2024 Bayfest Committee and volunteers. Whereas the annual Bayfest celebration in Summers Point, held this year on April 27th, has become a cherished tradition, bringing joy, unity, and community spirit to our city. And whereas the success of the Bayfest celebration is a testament to the hard work, dedication, and tireless efforts of the committee members who volunteer their time and expertise to organize and execute this remarkable event. And whereas the Bayfest committee members have demonstrated exemplary leadership, creativity, and passion in planning and coordinating every aspect of the celebration, from entertainment and activities to logistics and safety measures. And whereas their commitment to excellence has resulted in a truly memorable experience for residents and visitors alike, fostering a sense of pride in our community and showcasing the beauty and vibrancy of Summers Point. And whereas their selfless contributions have contributed significantly to the cultural, social, and economic vitality of our city, attracting visitors, supporting local businesses, and strengthening the bonds of friendship and camaraderie among our citizens. And whereas the Bayfest Committee is a volunteer committee that has taken on the responsibility for this event each year. And whereas the Bayfest Committee consists of the following individuals: Steve Hornig, Committee Chairman; Shelley Blumenthal, excuse me.
That's right.
Deirdre Cosgrove, Emerald Horning, Lynn McEwen, Jared Manello, Ashley Mathers, and Brianna McNair. And whereas on the day of the event, the committee is joined by a group of volunteers who give their time to help execute the plan for the day. This year, those volunteers were John Britton, Mura Cosgrove, Patrick Cosgrove, Christine Carcione, Bill Falls, Joe Falls, Charles Habercorn, John Helbig, Janice Johnston, Jeffrey Kestrel, Shana Kestrel, Ryan McNair, Mike Owen, Doug Shellcross, and Kyan Tran. And now therefore be it resolved that the City Council of Summers Point hereby extends its heartfelt gratitude and appreciation to the committee members and volunteers of the annual Bayfest celebration for their outstanding service, dedication, and passion in organizing and producing this beloved community event that helps make City of Summers Point proud.
Thank you. May I have a motion, please?
I'll gladly make that motion.
I'll second.
Any comments?
Yeah, Council President, I would just like to thank the volunteers and the committee for another excellent job with Bayfest. It marks actually the beginning of the spring-summer season in Summers Point, and has been successful for a lot of years, and these people just picked up where it was needed and has done an excellent job not only last year but this year. And I certainly appreciate everything that they do and have done for this city. Thank you.
Madam President?
Yes.
The coordination at the startup was amazing to watch all those vendors show up and to have the volunteers out there instructed on what to do. I was really, really impressed by the leadership that was shown, so thank you to those that put that plan together and executed it so well.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Anyone that's on this list, if you'd like to come forward, please.
Should probably do it. That's you. Just,
And the mayor will,
yeah, come on in.
If you wouldn't mind, I'd just like to take a moment myself. Obviously, Steve Hornick, chairman of the committee, thank you for all of those kind words, but at the same time, it's not just the committee and the volunteers. We wouldn't be able to do this without also the city support that we get, the Public Works Department, the Police Department, the Fire Department, both Company 1 and Company 2, Lucy in the clerk's office. You talked about the safety and the insurance aspects of all of this. Katie Calvi and her team at Gateway Theater for opening up their facility for us to use as a home base for the day, and Atlantic County Utilities Authority, who comes in at the end of the day actually with their street sweeper and goes up and down Bay Avenue 2 or 3 times at the end of the night. So thank you all. It really is a community effort, not just the committee, not just the volunteers, but you guys as well. And thank you also the mayor and Mr. McGuigan, who also sit on the committee, for their efforts as well. So thank you all.
All right.
Yep, stay there. Let me give you this.
Just glad to be part of your team, Steve.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Have you on.
Ah,
Let's get everybody.
Steve's definitely a leader here.
no doubt.
And I'm just a peon. Here is a copy of the resolution as well as I'll give you the rest.
Appreciate that. He was here for the Eagle Scout, it's all good.
All right.
Well, thank you, sir. Oh, hey, great. One for you. Thanks. Get a sponge. Oh,
okay. Ordinance number 12.
Ordinance number 12 of 2024, an ordinance amending Chapter 242, Trees and Shrubs by deleting current Articles 1, Protection, and 2, Visibility at intersections, and replacing same with Article 1, Tree removal and replacement, and Article 2, Maintenance requirements.
Smith, did you want to make the recommendations first, or?
Mr. Helbig and I have, Mr. Helbig, we worked on this with the committee. We've gone over some of the language and and making certain recommendations are all minor in nature. I've designated the pages for you to look at. Some of the things go down from inches to feet. Page 2, page 6, how we missed putting a golf course in as an exemption. We removed the ordinance, but we missed it the third time around. And I always thought there was a pine oak, that's on page 7, but there isn't. I don't know if you can make a baseball bat out of a pine oak.
Can't believe he's got that.
But there is no such thing as a pine oak, it's a pin oak. So these are the minor changes, just for helping here, explaining the code changes. We're recommending the changes, so that has to be voted on for second.
I make a motion to amend the ordinance.
Thank you.
Second.
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so,
Nice job.
thank you.
Appreciate it. We should mold it that way.
Yeah, I wish they were all ready. All right.
You gotta open up.
So now, could I have a motion to open for the public for ordinance number 12?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Anyone from the public wishes to speak about ordinance number 12, please step forward. Seeing no one, could I have a motion to close?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Could I have a motion for ordinance number 12, the amended, with the amendments?
I'll make that motion as amended.
Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ordinance number 12 is adopted as amended. Thank you.
I have a clean copy to send to you, Madam.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Thank you. Ordinance number 13.
Ordinance number 13 of 2024, an ordinance amending Chapter 250 Vehicles and Traffic, Article 5, Residential Parking Permits, Section 250-56, issuance of residential parking permits.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? This is the first reading for ordinance number 13. Could I have a motion to open for public comment on resolutions only?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're now open for public comment on resolutions only.
Good evening.
I was going down south of Route 9. On Route 9,
Just state your name for the record, please.
Mrs. Washington. I have a question I'd like to ask you members of the city council.
We're open for public comment on resolutions only at this point, so, okay.
Okay.
Go ahead. Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you. What are they turned into the Sinester Hotel?
They're working on converting them into apartments.
Okay, are those apartments affordable housing or no?
A portion of them will be, yes.
Okay, and do you know a time frame when they're going to be ready or no?
That I don't know. We're still going back and forth with,
We were actually recommending that these have to be withdrawn tonight because we don't even have the redevelopment plan finalized. I had expected to have it done on Monday, and everyone's schedule sort of didn't mesh. So that will, that should be coming up probably at the next council meeting, and there actually will be a proposed plan at that time.
Because the name has already been changed out there.
Yeah, it transferred ownership a while ago back in spring of 2023, ownership changed on it.
Okay,
So the semester was just simply a brand.
okay.
It used to be a
Marriott.
Marriott, and we recall that changed, and one day we drove by and it says Semester instead of Marriott. So this is really all they've done at this point, is just change the name.
Okay.
But they're putting together a plan that we are working on.
Can I ask another question?
Absolutely.
What are they building on Mays Landing Road behind the golf carts?
That I can't answer right now because that's not a resolution, but.
Beyond our resolution, but just briefly, it's, there's an agreement in 2008 with the city
Okay.
concerning a redevelopment project, and there'll be low-income housing also as part and parcel of that.
Okay, thank you for answering my questions.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Hello.
Christopher Mositis.
And I guess
I have a question on Resolution 118.
Yes.
So could you explain what the Recreation Trust Fund is for and the purpose of it?
for the income that's derived from the programs, it'll go into the recreation trust.
Okay, so the income that's derived from the boat ramp,
Where does that go?
where does that go? Where do the monies go?
In that,
Okay, once it's in the bank account, what is it used for?
Okay, sorry. Yeah, we can use it for recreation purposes.
Any recreation purposes or just for the boat ramp?
Any recreation.
Okay.
So
I'm just curious, why is it a boat ramp
Trust fund.
then?
It's a recreation.
Is it where the money's derived from? Okay. So I have questions about the boat ramp. Should I wait until the public portion?
No, you can ask them now, it's fine.
Okay.
So
I used the boat ramp regularly during the summer. And you might remember that I overread some documents last year. Huh? Okay, yeah, and I remember, yeah. So I'm not against the collection of fees for the boat ramp. I am against the design of the gate for the boat ramp. And I met, I believe, is it Mr. Shallcross? Oh, I'm sorry. I met with the recreation director about 2 years ago, and we went over a lot of the issues that a lot of the people have with the boat ramp that use it regularly. The location of the gate, the lack of signage, the lack of road safety paintings, telling people where they can go, where they can't go. Also the parking. There's a lot of people that park there with mobile homes, things like that. It doesn't seem like it gets addressed. I've called the police several times because there are people that were obviously parked in the truck and trailer spot that weren't boating. And there's a limited amount of spots to use, and it's a heavily used location. So what I was curious is, they are taking money from people. I just got my key fob the other day from Public Works, and I want to, I like talking about the good and the bad, and I appreciate how the council has treated veterans. I'm a vet, and I appreciate the discount. All right, so I want to say kudos, and I think Summers Point's a very patriotic town to that end. My concern about the boat ramp is the maintenance of the boat ramp. I've been using it for probably 7 years. I have a charter fishing business. I bring people into the town, and I always recommend they go to the Summers Point restaurants to eat rather than go back to Ocean City. So I try to, benefit the town, since they have the boat ramp and it benefits me, and I try to, make sure everyone benefits from it. How come the maintenance at the boat ramp is almost zero? I don't see any maintenance done to the dock.
I believe there is a plan. We've discussed what needs to be done, so.
I'm sorry, and I'm not talking about JFK. I'm talking about Route 52. That's the one that I use. So I called Mr. Shallcross, I'm going to say about 2 summers ago. I took my time out of my day. I walked them for an hour and a half around the boat ramp. It was a busy weekend in August, I believe. He met other people, got a lot of feedback from a lot of pretty much angry boat ramp users, because I don't think anyone really agreed with the way the thing was set up. They thought it was unsafe the way it was designed. And there were a lot of issues that I brought up, like signage, rules of boat ramp use, things like that. Is anyone planning on following up with the recommendations that were made to the rec department?
Yeah, I mean, I can't specifically, I wasn't there, right? So I
Right,
don't know
you weren't.
specifically about each and everything. I know they added some signage, I know there would be more added. I don't know, I don't know if that addresses everything that you brought up with Mr. Chopra. And beyond that, I don't know what else needs to be addressed down there.
Okay, so,
We should point out, though, we didn't design that, sir. So you're aware, the state of New Jersey designed that entire area.
I'm sorry, that I'm talking about the placement of the gate. So,
Did the state design that?
I opened the documents to try to figure that out, to be honest with you. I tried to do my due diligence, and I could not, from what I understand, Public Works, unless someone has a better answer, Public Works set that up.
No.
No, that's not true.
Technology solution, which the co-op vendor.
Okay.
They're the ones who basically create and install parking provisions as well as boat gates and things like that.
Okay.
So that was the vendor group for both locations that would give recommendations for the design.
Okay. So I don't know, does anyone here use the boat ramp? Like, the location's really hazardous for people, especially if you have a 25-foot boat or larger. It's really tough to make the turns. A lot of people have scraped their hubs on the concrete block that supports the meters. I wasn't really planning on coming here tonight, but I did quickly, I saw that Councilman, if I mispronounced your name, McGugan?
Close enough.
Yeah, sorry about that. You were asked about public restrooms at the February meeting, and what it says, Councilman McGugan will investigate the request. I was curious if there was an update on bathrooms. This is the minutes from the rec meeting, so I'm just going off that.
Bathrooms at the boat.
At the Recreation Commission.
Yeah, this was the Recreation Committee meeting minutes.
I think there's been discussions with regards to porta potties.
Okay.
I don't know it's going anywhere yet.
All right.
But we can have that discussion.
So how do I get involved in the discussion, or because the summer's approaching, we have May, Memorial Day.
Your concern, or I guess, put words in your mouth, your desire is to have a porta potty down there.
Correct. Because there used to be one there a few years ago.
Yeah.
There was a porta potty there.
Yeah.
Now, the problem is, I take people out on the boat for several hours. They used to be able to use the porta potties.
Sure.
Now, I have to ask them to use the waterfront marina. They're out on the boat for a couple hours. I have women and children. You know what I mean?
I understand. And your certainly desire and the reasoning certainly sound, and certainly is down on the record, so.
Okay. So I'm just curious.
So what will happen is I'll have a discussion with other council members as well as the city administrator and Mr. Salcross and see,
All right, so in other words.
to have a further that discussion and see if ultimately a porta potty could be put down there or if it's merit.
Okay, so since February, there's been no movement on that, because people have asked me, I have a Facebook page, and I just want to be able to say, so there's really nothing set in stone yet.
No, but as stated here tonight, we'll have those discussions and certainly have made a case for it.
Okay, and next, the trash can.
Well, a trash can, our facilities, and this is often on social media, all our facilities are, like all national parks, are carry in and carry out. If you create trash, please take it with you. If we put a trash can down there, and as I'm sure as an experienced boater, you're going to realize that that trash can is going to attract every seagull within shouting distance.
Right.
And that becomes a real mess.
Right. But
So, and we've had this carry out policy for decades, and it's worked pretty well.
And that's on our beach, on our park, it's everywhere.
And that's a national, like I said, that's national park protocol as well, so.
Okay. So I guess really, I'm concerned about the upgrades, like the cleats. You can't tie your boat up to the dock. And that's a basic safety, hazard. I'm talking about Route 52. I don't use Kennedy Park.
Is there just one cleat there?
There's, I think, two. Well, I don't know. I haven't been down there. I was going to stop by tonight, but I didn't. But from what I heard, because on my Facebook page, someone told me that the cleats are still not there. And that's been like that for 2 years. I had to buy 25 foot of ropes just to be able to do that.
We'll take a look at it. We'll have it.
And that's pretty much it for right now. I wanted to check on the bathrooms. Oh, I'm sorry, there's one more question. There's always an issue and a discussion about who actually owns the boat ramp.
You're talking about the Route 52?
Yeah, who?
Jason, the state.
You know what, there was a comment about jurisdiction, and it said the state had jurisdiction over it.
No,
So you control the ramp, it's Summers Point's property? Okay. All right, because I just want to, if I could find it quickly, it said it incorrectly in here, it said that it was state jurisdiction. In the minutes.
It was a state project
initially, right.
And and so there's somewhat convoluted jurisdictional matrix for everything down there.
Okay.
And boat ramp is.
Okay, all right. So I appreciate your answers to the questions. I'm not here to be adversarial. Like I said, I don't even mind paying fees for the dock because I use it. I just want to see that maintained.
Thank you.
And traffic lines.
Thank
So
you.
boaters, when they come back, I was in the Coast Guard Auxiliary for 5 years. I did safety training. I was trained for a boater safety course. Guys coming off the water, they've been there, maybe they've had a few drinks. They go pull out of the boat ramp. Maybe their vision
I think
isn't the
we
best.
understand. I've let you go way past our 3 minutes.
Yeah,
So I don't want to
okay.
get
That's why I
involved.
thought maybe this was
So-
the right time.
But we appreciate your comments and we'll definitely,
Thank you. Thank you.
thank you.
Motion to close the portion for resolutions.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're now closed for public comment. Resolution number 116, please.
Resolution number 116 of 2024, dedication by rider, boat ramp gate fees, recreation trust fund.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 116 is adopted. Number 117?
Resolution number 117 of 2024, authorizing estimated tax billing.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 117 is adopted. Number 118?
Resolution number 118 of 2024, a resolution authorizing the implementation of fees for the use of the boat ramps located at Route 52 Bridge and John F. Kennedy Park.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 118 is adopted. Number 119?
Resolution number 119 of 2024, appointment of consultant for the scoping project for the Gulf Mill Stormwater Pump Station in accordance with Hazard Mitigation Assistance Grant Fiscal Year 2022 EMN 2022 FM 0030010 Gulf Mills Pump Station.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 119 is adopted. Number 124?
Resolution number 124, 2024, calling for the modernization of Open Public Records Act, OPRA, and the swift passage of Senate Bill 2930 and Assembly Bill 4045.
May I have a motion,
I'll
please?
gladly make that motion.
Second that.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 124 is adopted. Number 126, please.
Resolution number 126 of 2024, acknowledging and approving the hiring of a full-time laborer.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments?
Both of them did pass their.
Great,
Both have them already? Okay, good.
great, thank you.
Oh, that was come on.
No, I assumed that you were doing your job correctly, Mr. Administrator.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 126 is adopted. Number 127,
Resolution number 127 of 2024, acknowledging and approving the hiring of a full-time laborer.
may I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 127 is adopted. Number 128, please.
Resolution number 128 of 2024, authorizing purchase on state contract 2/2025 for utility inceptors for Summers Point Police Department.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any comments?
A question. These vehicles, they were appropriated in last year's capital, not this year's capital, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And the hope is that, I mean, by order of now, we hope we have them by the end of the year.
Right, yes, okay. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure we were...
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 128 is adopted. We already did 129.
Right.
Resolution number 130, please.
Resolution number 130 of 2024, authorizing the mayor to sign agreement to Teamsters Union Local Number 115.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 130 is adopted. We are going to withdraw resolutions number 131 and 132 until a later date. We're not ready to make a decision on that yet. Resolution number 133, please.
It's okay. Resolution number 133 of 2024, resolution authorizing tax council to settle the pending tax appeals of HPT IHG 2 Property Trust regarding Block 2020, Lot 3, also known as 900 Mays Landing Road in the city of Summers Point.
May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any comments? I'll just say thank you to Mr. Smith. I know he's worked on that for a very long time. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 133 is adopted. Number 134.
Resolution number 134, 2024, amending designated depositories, calendar year 2024.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution number 134 is adopted. Could I have a motion for the consent agenda, please?
Make that motion.
I'll second it. I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The consent agenda is adopted. Okay. Moving on to old business. Discussion of West Maryland Avenue street vacation.
So technically, a misnomer, I should have picked up on that. It should read discussion relative to the implementation of a decision and recommendation resolution of the zoning board concerning the construction of a fence on the back end of the property on Groveland Avenue, given the vacation of the street, and the developer has written to the city requesting a clarification or making a request as opposed to them being required to go out and they handle the installation of the new fence in the back that was required by the DNR. They have suggested that the city take over this and we bill them for it and they pay it for us. So I just need some direction on how to respond to that. And Mr. Schneider can jump in if he feels it's necessary, or he can remain quiet.
I mean, the fence is already existing, it was to replace the fence.
Why do they want us to do it?
Is it our fence?
I didn't hear you.
That's that's the consensus, I guess, is that they don't want to have to do it with an EPA.
Well,
Thinking that it may be easier as a replacement, we just put it back in place.
I think they have to amend their DEP permit if they have to, because it's in the wetlands buffer.
so if we do it, we don't have to amend any permit, we could just do it?
Well, it's in kind, I mean, I would still file, we would probably still need to file an application to get clarification that we're allowed.
Okay, so there would be effort on your part. So they're agreeing, or they recognize that it's not just the wire and the vinyl, whatever, involved in getting the fence done. There's, like we like to call, soft cost. They're going to cover all that, including solicitor time and administrator time?
They're going to pay all the costs incurred?
I don't think the administrator has costs associated.
Well,
Because it only makes about $10.
he can assign some hours to it.
That is what has been proposed. We can, if that's the direction you want to go in, we can tighten that up. But if you don't want to do that, there's no reason for me to engage in a lot of discussion. So I need some direction from council as to what you want us to do.
Is there specific specifications for the type of fence that needs to be put up there?
Well, it was an odd thing, and you know,
I'm assuming the zoning board would do that.
You're dealing with issues that you've never even heard of, but when they were here on the issue of the street vacation, Mr. Lario mentioned the fact that there was a portion of the DNR that doesn't defense, I was unaware of it. The fence located along the southern boundary of the property shall be moved at applicant's expense to inside the property boundary shown to be located outside the property boundary line by accurate survey.
So the current fence is not in the right place, or?
No, this isn't theirs, I'm sorry. This is the wrong DNR. I apologize. That's attached to it. Here it is. I apologize. That didn't make a lot of sense.
No.
If the aforementioned street vacation is approved, the applicant shall replace the chain link fence at the south side of the property for the improvement and satisfaction of the Summers Point City Council. That fence is located on property currently owned by the city of Summers Point that is subject of the required street vacation. That one makes much more sense.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't specify what type of fence, this is replace the chain link fence, assuming we replace it in kind with
Right.
the chain link fence.
Okay. I just want some clarification on what type of fence had to go up there.
I would just recommend that it be vinyl coated, so it
Yes.
doesn't rust, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What's the estimated cost for the replacement?
I haven't gotten any prices yet, but it's probably around, if I had to guess, it's fairly long, it's probably around 10,000.
Why would we want to do this?
Really?
Well, we're
They
not
have to-
paying for it.
A lot of the posts have to be redone.
What type of agreement would they enter into to assure us that they're going to reimburse us?
Well, it's just a letter to me, or to the clerk, I believe.
That was the nature of my question, Howard. You know, how do we guarantee that we get the money back?
We put the fence up and they go, oh, wow.
We'd have to get an escrow.
Okay.
We'd have to have, do it all the time.
Well, the DNR says that they'll replace the fence, so do they have to have that changed? They have to go back and change that?
Well, I don't know if they really need to do.
Or is it just
The
the
applicant
big-
shall replace it. So
replace?
that just put in plain words, the applicant had us replace it. And that fulfilled our
Okay.
obligation because they paid for it.
Okay. All right.
I just need some direction on what this council wants to do.
I'm fine with us, as long as we're going to get reimbursed, that way, I think we have control over the quality of the fencing and things of that nature. Like the engineer said, vinyl coated. If they put the fence up, there's no guarantee it's going to be vinyl coated. I think there's a legitimate reason why we should, if they're requesting it, we should take control of that fence.
Yeah, I agree, and especially as long as there's an escrow account. I don't see any reason.
My only concern is we get into this and we find out there's unforeseen situations occur.
Our engineer is going to know that.
Yeah,
He'll research it and do all
Well,
this.
the cost is going to be what the cost is until the end of the day, so.
Right.
I'll also get a few quotes, just so we know what the escrows should be.
Yeah, that's,
And as long as all the
as long as that's,
soft costs are covered.
as long as the estimates are covered.
That includes labor, too, with the material?
The complete project.
Sure.
Tax?
Everything.
Okay.
Will that include, they're going to be responsible for installation and maintenance?
Well, that's not what this says. And see, we didn't include anything in the street vacation on this. This was just imposed by the zoning board.
Well, they're asking us to install it, but maintenance, it should be on, maintaining it
Yeah.
should be on them.
We might get another ratio.
Yeah, we don't want to maintain it.
Well, I believe it's our fence,
Yeah.
It is our fence.
Yeah.
Okay.
so the maintenance of our fence would be on us.
I got confused with the other one.
I would think there'd be a one-year guarantee, correct?
Yeah, there should be.
Yeah.
Satisfaction.
Okay.
Is that fence located on property owned by the city?
Okay, so it is our fence. Okay. All right, I'm okay with it. Everybody's good with that?
Yep.
Okay. All right, is that all you need, Mr. Smith?
Maybe Mr. Lario was panicking when I was reading it wrong.
Yeah, I know. It certainly confused me, but.
He pulled his bat out.
Yeah, right. Okay. Does anyone else have any old business to discuss? Hearing none. Any new business to discuss? Okay. Discussion of the bills, Mr. Frost.
Sure, this evening we have a bill list of $3,632,680.73, as well as a record of payments for $200 each.
If I may comment on the bill list?
Yes, please.
On page 12, there's a bill list halfway down the page, or a bill listed halfway down the page that is to me, it's a reimbursement for some Bayfest expenses. I'll be recusing myself from that particular bill. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I may have a motion to open for public comment, please.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're now open for public comment.
Good evening, everybody. John Helbig, 106 East Dawes. Not to beat a dead horse or talk about this West Maryland Avenue job any more than we need to. I would defer to our engineer. One thing I think council should be aware of, they have submitted for their DEP permits. They don't have their DEP permits. They've been waiting 15 months. It's a very contentious application, so I'm just not sure that the city ought to inject itself into that whole issue in terms of the permitting. The construction, I don't have a problem with. If they want the city to run the construction, let them get the permits. You know, that's how I feel about it. They're already into this with the DEP. That'd be my recommendation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Motion to close the public portion.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're now closed for public comment. May I have a motion to pay the bills, please?
Make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Mr. Frost, you can pay the bills. Are there any further comments for the good of the order from the governing body?
I don't know that it's a comment, I just have a question. Now that the budget's been passed, when are we planning on moving forward with a bond ordinance? Because we have many items the city has requested.
Actually work on that now with our bond fund. So
Okay. Hopefully the next council meeting or the first one in June?
probably the first one in June.
Okay, that's fine. I just want a timeline, that's all. And that takes 2 readings.
Right.
Yes, okay.
I have a question as well. Lucy, is this your last meeting for this?
Next
Oh, okay. All right. Didn't mean to jump the gun, but.
Where are you going? You leaving? I didn't know that.
You know, appreciate everything you've done for the city over the years. Just want to give you a shout out, kind of early, but
Thank you, appreciate it.
all in kind.
Thanks for bringing it up. I'm going to get dressed up for the next meeting.
Hey, dressed like leprechauns, right? Why not?
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, could I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, everyone.
McWeek.
Are you in a rush?
Very good.
Covered a lot.